Welcome to The Herbal Ire, your podcast on all things holistic health, medical astrology, spirituality, herbalism, and so much more. Presented by your host, Ire Atla, medical astrologist, herbalist, and naturopath. Let's dive right into today's topic, love and light. So, how cool is medical astrology? If you have finished listening to this medical astrology mini-series and are like, fuck yes, how do I get a reading? Well, you are going to love this. Just for my amazing podcast listeners, I am offering 20% off my medical astrology natal chart readings. These readings are an in-depth, detailed assessment of your natal chart from a medical astrology standpoint. This assessment will show you where your health issues may occur, what this means for you and your health, ways to work on prevention, herbs, supplements, diet, lifestyle, and mindset transformations necessary for prevention and management of current health issues. And so, yeah, if you're like, this is great, but I really want more, or I need more of an action plan, you also get a discount for working together if you want to take it further and get a customized program based on your natal chart and your specific needs. So to redeem your discount, you're going to go to the link in the show notes and you're going to enter code MA20 at checkout. Again, you're going to enter coupon code MA20 at checkout to receive 20% off your medical astrology natal chart reading. And as I mentioned, you can find the link in the show notes. Hope to see you there. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Herbal Ire. Today's episode is actually a replay of a live training that I gave in my Facebook group, the Sisterhood, Holistic Healthcare and Support. If you're interested in joining, you can pop over to Facebook and type that in and I should come right up. But this was on 5 tips and tricks that you can start implementing like today to help improve mental health. I know that's a huge topic in this world today for good reason. I myself have, some issues with this time of year, especially where I get some issues with this. So it just felt like a really good time to really record this and do this training. Just a quick word on the audio. It is a bit like janky at the beginning. My internet was a little off and then we got it fixed. So the rest of it should be fine, but just bear with me for the first minute and then it's fine. I promise. So I hope you guys enjoy. Love and light. Let's get started. So today I'm going live on 5 ways to manage your mental health holistically. The group the other day and asked what topic you would really want some tips and tricks for. And I picked one by landslide topic right now in this world, and for good reason. When your mental health is not great, it's hard for the rest of your health to be great as well, which is why when I'm working with clients, the first place I always start is mental health, internal health, stuff like that, stuff going on internally so we can fix what's showing up that externally in the form of symptoms. So I wanted to give you just 5 quick tips and holistic ways that you can manage your mental health and really help improve it naturally, starting as soon as you get off of listening to this. So, number 1, let's make sure that your nutrition is on point. Many health issues and concerns are actually caused by nutritional deficiencies. So that's how they start. And then if they aren't corrected, then they get worse and worse. So without adequate amounts of certain vitamins and minerals, your brain does not function at its best. And this can lead to mental health stress, mental health illness, other concerns, etc. Your brain needs plenty of fats, like lots and lots of fats, probably more fats than you even realize. And it needs good healthy fats, such as like avocados, nuts, seeds, avocado oil, olive oil, coconuts, coconut oil, butter, ghee, all that stuff. All really good for you. And they're good for your brain. So if you're not getting at least 60 grams of fat a day, then your brain may be deficient in the fat-soluble vitamins that it needs to function at its best. These are vitamin A, D, K, and E, and your brain requires all of these in adequate amounts to function properly. So those are the fat-soluble vitamins, but you also need some water-soluble vitamins and minerals as well. So those would be all the B vitamins. And then what we call the electrolytes collectively, which is sodium, potassium, magnesium. The B vitamins help detox your body through your liver, right? Your liver needs huge amounts of B vitamins to be able to function at its best and do its job, which is getting rid of stuff that you don't want inside your body anymore. And the electrolytes help you retain proper amounts of water for your body, and again, for your brain. So nutrition is actually the #1 way to help your mental health. Whole foods, organic diet with minimally processed items is what's best. #2, hydration, hydration, hydration. I can't say it enough. Hydration. Somewhere around like 95% of people are in the world are actually like chronically dehydrated, and we just don't realize it. We've gotten so used to living that way that we think this is the normal way of being, and it's not. So with the advent of like soft drinks, energy drinks, coffee daily or many times a day and more, people are really not getting adequate amounts of water each day. Your body is over 50% water, and your organs, and especially your brain, which is in effect just like Jello suspended in water, really needs water. Your body cannot function when it doesn't have the necessary amounts of water to run your bodily processes or clear out the toxins. I mean, it doesn't have enough water to adequately remove metabolic wastes and buildup, then that builds up and you wind up with issues because of that. So water with electrolytes is even better than just plain water, right? Because you want to have adequate amounts of electrolytes to help you retain the water that you're drinking. So I recommend Element. We use it in our household. We love it. They have multiple flavors. It's super wonderful. And it doesn't have anything in it that's like not good for your body, right? There's no dyes, there's no artificial colors, there's no artificial crap. It's just literally what your body needs. So recommend them. If you have one you love to, then use that. But you want to drink at least 1 packet of electrolytes daily, no matter which brand you're using, with at least 1 ounce per pound of body weight of water per day. So you are like, if you weigh 170 pounds, you need around 170 ounces of water daily. That's like 5 liters for those who are not in the US. So that's a pretty significant amount of water, and I can guarantee you're not getting that. And like I said, 95% of us are not. So that is way more water than you think you need. So drink, 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 drink. You need your water. That actually will do more for your mental health than anything else, is when your brain can function at its best when it's properly hydrated. #3, we're going to get out in nature. We are microcosms of the universe. The earth is a microcosm of the universe, and so is all the plants, rocks, trees, animals. Everything on this planet is a microcosm of the universe, and we're all meant to interact and live in a symbiotic relationship with each other. When we don't get enough time in nature and we're not communing and absorbing the vibrations and energies of the earth and back and forth, them taking us ours, taking theirs, our mental health suffers. We're not designed biologically, cosmically, however you want to consider it. We're not designed to live in big cities with little to no interaction with nature daily. Our bodies are designed to live in relationship, very close relationship with nature daily. So if you're living in a big city, make it a point to get out of the city weekly, get into nature, go hiking, go sit in a field, swim in a lake, head to the beach, whatever sounds good for you and it works for you, go do it. You need it more than you even realize. #4, connection with other humans. This one is imperative. I know that this time of year is especially hard. I myself suffer from seasonal affective disorder. Without as much sunlight, I get very depressed. I just want to stay in my house. And the first thing I want to do is shut myself off from other people, right? But that doesn't make things better. In fact, it makes things worse. So making sure you're getting out and connecting with other people. We are biologically designed to live in colonies and work together for a common good, for like our village, right, where we live. Unfortunately, in this modern day and age, we spend more time in a building, stuck in a cubicle, surrounded by people we probably don't even like, stressed to the max about arbitrary deadlines that are being imposed on us. And this is not good for your mental health. So make sure you are getting time away and out with your people. These are the ones that love you no matter what, that are unconditionally supportive of you, that make you super happy every time you see them. All of those people, those are the ones you want to spend the most time with. Volunteering is a good way as well. This gets you out of your house. It gets you helping other humans who really need it, or you can volunteer to help animals. Either way, you get around other humans and you're volunteering to help a common cause for your community. So finding a way to help other humans that live in your community or animals that live in your community, it really goes a long way in helping your mental health, because you don't feel so alone. We're not made to be disconnected from each other. We're not made to only talk to each other on social media or whatever. Even this live right now is not as good as it could be if it was in person, right? But we have to make do with what we have, and technology is not going anywhere. So we need to learn to live with it, but not get inundated and swamped and just not get out in the world, you know? So get outside of that work environment that's stressing you out and do something you love with someone you love. Interaction, in-person interaction with other humans is super imperative for good mental health. I'm preaching to the choir over here because I too want to just bury myself in my house a lot of times, especially this time of year. I am like a full sun plant that needs full sun 24/7. And when the sun goes to bed at like 5 or whatever time it is anymore that it's leaving, I just wither up and don't do well. So I understand where you're coming from if hiding in your house is what you want to do. Number 5, you can start a herbal regimen that works for your brain. So making sure your brain has all the support it needs is a great way to really start managing your mental health. And herbs are actually a really good one for this. So I'm going to list some here in a minute that you can try that have been shown in studies to help mental health, decrease depression, increase serotonin, and overall help with brain health, like in general. You're going to want to start one at first. Use it consistently for 3 to 4 weeks, and then add in one more if you feel you need it. Now, typically, if it's the right herb for you, you will know pretty quickly. And if it's not, you will also know pretty quickly. So if after like a few days you're taking it and you don't really feel a difference, or you notice maybe something that is negatively the opposite of what you're looking for, so yeah, then stop that and try a different one. And if you need help, you can always reach out. So some that I recommend for my clients and that I put in a lot of my brain health formulations are wild oats, which if you're looking for it is Avena sativa, lemon balm, which is Melissa officinalis, skullcap, which is Sculptaria something. My mind just went blank on that, but you can find that easily too in most herbal places. St. John's wort. This one is super great for depression. It's been shown in multiple studies to actually help many people just as much as like antidepressants. Unfortunately, it really interferes with antidepressants and can cause serotonin syndrome. So if you're on antidepressants, don't try St. John's wort, please. Avoid it, stay away from it. It's majorly contraindicated for you to take both. If you want to try St. John's wort, then you can't be on antidepressants when you decide to try it. Another one that I like is valerian root. Hops, yes, the ones we use to make beer, they're actually a really good herbal remedy for your brain and calming it down and helping lift your mood. So this is why a lot of people who have depression tend toward like drinking beer and stuff, right? Because the hops in it actually is giving them an effect and helping their brain. And unfortunately, they sometimes lean too far into it and get addicted and wind up, on the opposite side of where they want to be. So doing hops by themselves in a tea is actually much better because you don't have any of that other issues that might come along with that. Go to cola, ginseng, holy basil, which is also sometimes called like Thai basil, sage, and rosemary. So these are all really good ones to start with. Like I said, start with one, try it consistently, see how that works for you, and move on if it's not working. So you want to make these into a tea and take them up to 3 times daily. Anything that's a root, like valerian root, you want to actually, when you're boiling your water for the tea, put the root in there and boil it in the water to make sure you're extracting all that good stuff. Hot water by itself, just poured over top of it, doesn't always get everything out that you want. People also often ask me about like, supplements can I try for mental health and things like that. And honestly, I only recommend supplementation if your nutrition is really deficient, sorry, or you have food allergies that really prevent you from getting the necessary nutrients from your diet. If there's certain things you can't eat that would provide, that certain nutrient, then I would recommend supplementing it. So it's not something I usually really discuss. It's not a lot of things that I recommend that's like for everyone. It's very specific based on your nutritional history. So honestly, the best way to get all the vitamins and minerals you need is through your diet. And then if your diet is suffering for whatever reason, supplementation can be good. If you want to know which ones to take, I would be happy to chat with you privately about your current health situation and help determine if you actually need any or not, or if there's other ways we can get them. Supplementation is just that. It's supposed to be a supplement, and it's only supposed to be taken short term. It's not something you're supposed to take every day forever. So it's something that you take until your body has corrected that nutritional deficiency. So again, if you want a plan and you feel you need some supplements, let's talk. We'll figure it out and we'll go from there. So these were just 5 quick tips to get you started on managing your mental health holistically, starting the today if you want, and help bring more balance to your body. I hope they help you. If you have any questions, please ask in the comments below. Send me a DM, email me, whatever. I would love to chat with you. So I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I will chat with you later. Love and light. That's it for another great episode of The Herbal Ire. Tune in next week for more valuable content with your host, Ire Atla.